So I'm Katie Atkins. I'm here to present possibly the newest partner of Translation Manchester, and that is the Translational Drug Delivery Unit. And we have, over the last year, talked to a lot of the researchers within the biomedical and translational realm, and found out that actually what is a bottleneck at the moment is formulation. So this is where we can help. We're based in pharmacy, in the division of pharmacy and optometry, and we decided to put the TDDU up for you guys to contact us and for us to help you. So what will we do? Well, we want to support you as the UOM researchers to access essential formulation expertise so that you have access to this expertise, and that will be free of charge. We want to support the pathway of molecules into medicine, so just to smooth that path for you. And we want to provide you with training to know what formulation is about and how best to tackle it and when to tackle it. We will focus on critical formulation science because that is really what we see as the bottleneck. We also will focus on advanced analytical characterization because that is needed for formulation research. We focus on product performance and on the manufacturing and regulatory aspects because we have heard back from you that there is a little bit of lack of knowledge as well. So what will we provide? We want to give you accessible, approachable, and affordable expertise. So we provide the access to that expertise to give you risk-based guidance in your projects, to give you rapid response and pragmatic response, something that you can implement immediately. Our experts should be trusted advisors, and we're putting this panel of experts together just now. They will work as honest brokers, so they will work for you, not for themselves, and they will be impartial. So they will tell you if there's a problem. And what we really want to have is a low barrier of accessing this support. So if you come back to us and say, like, oh, this isn't working, we will change this process. And what we are envisaging is that we are having 3 stakeholder groups. Obviously, you as the researchers, you should benefit from this with a smooth and de-risked pathway to generate your molecules and transform that into a medicine that can be eventually given to a patient, to a human being. And for the university, for the hotshot professors in the room, please, advertise us because we want to see more translation and help. Okay, so we're launching next year. This is the team at the moment. So we're 3 academics, Sam, Jane, and myself as the lead, and we're supported by an independent consultant, Joe. Come around to stand number 5. We're in the Pendulum suite, and please watch out for news. Sign up to our news update. Thank you very much.
So good morning, I'm Andy Val from the School of Health Sciences. I'm assuming there are some people in this room who actually believe that the journal Nature publishes credible scientific work. So if you are one of those people, the first thing to say to you is you are wrong. And the second thing to say to you is you will benefit from coming along to the Biostatistics Collaboration Unit. So why is that? Well, it's not because, why have I not got anything in there? It's not because the scientific ideas aren't brilliant. Obviously they are. It's not usually even because the scientists don't know what statistical analysis they want to do. It's because the scientists don't know how to make an inference from those statistical analyses. Don't take my word for it. There have been multiple editorials, articles published in Nature pointing out this problem. They call it the reproducibility problem. Basically, it's a failure to understand statistics problem. So when you translate your work and you come across to the clinical setting, what's going to happen is that there's going to be a higher expectation that the clinical funders have a higher expectation of methodology than the life science funders. And Mohammed spoke earlier about the legal requirements. If you're doing the clinical trial, there's actually a legal requirement. You have statisticians involved rather than just doing your own statistics and making it up as you go. So what are we talking about? We're talking about an academic collaboration here. We're not talking about statistical support. So we're talking about having someone who's going to work either as a collaborator, a named collaborator on your grant, or as a co-applicant on your grant, and someone junior who's going to actually do the work. So it's the traditional academic model. Someone senior, does the pontificating. Someone junior does the work. So there's statistical work to be done. If you're collecting data, interpreting data, that's statistics. What are the advantages of this? Well, the key advantages are for everyone, really. The faculty loves it, of course, because you're getting money for the work you're doing. The funders like it because they've got some sort of belief that actually you're not going to waste the money they're giving you. You are going to get the right answers. And you should like it as a research team because actually you're more likely to get the right answer, and that will lead to a better quality paper. And hopefully you publish it somewhere good rather than Nature. So do contact us. Thank you.
Hi everyone. So I'm going to talk about DETA. DETA is the Diagnostics and Technology Accelerator, which is based within the innovation team at Manchester University NHS Foundation Trust. So I'm Annie Yarwood, I'm the operations manager, and Dr. Tim Felton is the director. So DETA works collaboratively with innovators, and that can be academics, clinicians or commercial partners, to generate evidence around new in vitro diagnostics and medtech, which can be commercialised. So we facilitate rapid translation and adoption into the health and care system. So our core aims are to work with innovators to co-develop new technologies with patients and the public, establish partnerships and to work collaboratively, and this can be through grant applications to progress innovations at pace. Our activity is based around 3 pillars. So firstly, we can provide expert advice. This may be in the form of a key opinion leader panel to provide advice around design, use and utility of a new technology. We work with the University of Manchester to provide health economic analysis. And we can also provide regulatory advice, working with regulatory experts to really understand the requirements of medtech. Secondly, we can provide access to clinical samples, so for example, for preclinical testing of new technology, and we work with our MFT biobanks, and we also use our Validate platform study, which I'll talk about on the next slide. Thirdly, we conduct clinical studies, so clinical validation and diagnostic accuracy studies, which we can also do through our Validate platform, and clinical utility studies to really demonstrate the impact and benefit of new technology. So our Validate platform is an innovative observational in vitro diagnostic performance study, which we're currently setting up in order to progress innovations at pace. So this is a platform project, which means it has a master protocol, so it has overarching ethical approval, where projects can be added as amendments as and when they arise. So this means that every time we get a new project, we don't have to go through a lengthy ethics application. So this innovative design means that we can be responsive and provide rapid costings, approval, setup and delivery, and we have dedicated trial admin and delivery teams to achieve that. The study is disease and infection agnostic, which means we can look at a wide range of diagnostics covering different conditions, and the study is observational only, and samples can be collected prospectively, so really meet the needs of the innovator. So Validate will transform the way that we progress diagnostics through our pipeline, and if anyone wants to know a bit more about DETA or Validate, then please get in touch. Thank you.
Good afternoon, I'm Sarah Rhodes. I'm one of the frontline advisors from the Northwest Research Design Service. So we are there to help you if you are going to apply for research funding from any national peer-reviewed competitive funder in the realms of applied health and social care research. So our remit wouldn't cover, for example, the internal translational research that's based in Manchester. However, if you are then using that funding with an eye to then apply for external funding afterwards, then we can certainly help you. And it's never too early to come and ask us for advice. And I was delighted to hear that Silke came to us when she was applying for NIHR RFPB funding. We are funded by the NIHR, but we are not exclusively there to help people looking at NIHR funding. And often when people come to us, they don't know where they're going for their funding. And we also support if you're applying to a charity or research council or Wellcome or anything like that. So we are a team of methodologists with different types of expertise. I'm a statistician, but I have colleagues with other expertise such as health economics, health psychology, qualitative research. And so you'll be allocated a frontline advisor who is someone like myself, but then I have access to sort of colleagues with different expertise, and we can feed you through sort of process of applying for funding. Sort of things we can help with are sort of methodological advice. We can help you to look for the right funding stream. We can help you to sort of make the dream team, find the good collaborators. A big thing that we do is helping you involve the members of the public and patients, and we actually have a small grant to help with that. We can help you with your writing. We signpost you to other people when we think that's the most appropriate thing to do. We can talk to you about ethical issues or governance issues and make sure that you're kind of going through the processes correctly. Very popular service from us is a critical read, so we can read through your application and sort of honest, independent sort of feedback on what you've written. And what's very popular as well is we have a sort of mock panel approach where you can get that critical read by a number of different advisors at the same time with sort of differing backgrounds and expertise and much more. So you can come and find me today if you would like to. I'm on stand 39 in the Pioneer Suite. Unfortunately, I don't have any chocolate, but I do have very exciting NHR branded materials for you to read. And the other way to get hold of us is to go to our website and go to request advice, and that will take you through the process to apply for our support. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Dave Holmes, and I'm from BioNow. So, what is BioNow and how can it help? BioNow is a not-for-profit membership organisation supporting, connecting and showcasing the life sciences sector across Northern England. BioNow is a resource available to everyone at the university, so most of you in this room. We are a resource that is here to expand your network and connect you to others across the life sciences sector. There are hundreds of companies in the BioNow community and over 20 universities, so many collaboration partners are available. We can find collaboration partners for you as well directly, by, if you just get in touch and with your specifications. We can also save you money, because as University of Manchester academics, you are welcome to our networking events free of charge, and there are always complimentary passes available for all BioNow conferences. If your research translates into a spin-out company, we can save you thousands of pounds on everything a life science company needs. And this is because all BioNow members have access to a purchasing scheme that saves them thousands of pounds per year on lab consumables, gases, business insurance, and pretty much everything that a small business needs. Why do this? Well, think of this, right? Networking is a key ingredient for successful translation. Let's consider some of the benefits of networking. It builds your reputation, it increases your visibility, it builds stronger support networks for you, and it improves business growth, and increases the impact through strong connections. It can also be lots of fun. I know many people, find it a bit daunting when they haven't been to networking events before, but everybody's really friendly, and people are there wanting to support you. So it's a really good, rewarding activity. And as things progress with the translation of your research, you'll need, to tap into expertise, even more so should you end up with a spin-out. And it's often more cost-effective to connect with expertise that is available locally. It's more affordable, it's accessible. You need expertise in areas like IP or regulatory advice, consultations, funding, etc. There's the green button. So how can we help with this? Well, here are just some of the activities we create for you to connect with your peers and raise the profile of your research. We're about to launch our annual BioNow Awards. So check out the categories like Project of the Year, Healthcare Project of the Year. This is a great chance to raise your profile in the sector. We're always looking for speakers for our life science focused conferences. Post your news on the BioNow website. The news posts are circulated in our monthly newsletter to thousands of extra connections. BioNow members are at the centre of a huge community of companies and professionals, and this university is a major part of that BioNow community. This means life scientists in this room are already BioNow members. So if you want to expand your professional network, connect with others, look for collaboration partners, then come to our networking events. We work on a local and regional basis and want to keep you all connected and provide a platform to highlight you and your research. So today we're over in the Pioneer Room at stand 28. Please come over, and we'll be looking forward to having a chat with you, and look forward to learning more about you and your research. Thank you. Thanks for listening.
Hello everybody, I'd just like to thank the organisers for the invite today. So as it says, I'm from the Commercial Partnerships team at CA UK. I think going away from the white slide background, I'm afraid, going for slightly different. So I work in the Cancer Research Horizons. This is a new innovation engine from Cancer Research UK, which was launched earlier this year. And sort of our role really is to be a specialist drug discovery, development and commercialisation company that fast-tracks scientific breakthroughs for patient benefit. Obviously, we're very oncologist focused, and this is on the back of the CAUK grant funding that's circa about £400 million per year. So we offer, sort of in collaboration with the Innovation Factory, we're not in competition, we work closely with them. We offer commercialisation and industry engagement. We have a business development and transactions teams, which can help sort of do the later stages, spin outs, licensing of your technologies. We also have a regional team, which I'm part of, to really work with the scientists and help you translate your research. We can help you guide you through that process. And unfortunately, Natalie Doman, who is a point of contact for Manchester, couldn't make it today, but to show how collaborative it is, Natalie is a joint post between the commercial partnerships teams and the Innovation Factory, so we're very integrated and sort of with her to complement the work of the Innovation Factory. I think some of the other resources that we offer, we do a lot of entrepreneurial programs. I think it was identified in the Wellcome Trust review that I think researchers are researchers, and often sort of the translational commercialisation piece is quite alien to them, and it's sort of a balance between research and commercialisation can be quite challenging. So we do offer a number of programs. I think we did an oncology-specific program last year at Alderley Park, and we're about to launch another one this year, which is oncology-specific. So if people have any early opportunities that are sort of suitable for spin-outs in the oncology space, look out for that coming out very soon. We also have dedicated translational funding. I've got a little bit more on that on the next slide. Luckily, well, we're fortunate to have an infrastructure and platforms that can really help translate your opportunities. We have a drug discovery capability, therapeutic innovation, and they can help you take these opportunities forward. We also have collaborations with AstraZeneca for biological approaches, and also Abcam for generation of antibodies as use as tools. We have CRISPR capabilities in collaboration with AstraZeneca. And like I said, we also have translational grant funding. Well, I'll move on to that now. So this is just some of the sort of the funding we have available. This is separate to the CAUK funding. This is internal to commercialisation, to commercial partnerships, and really is sort of there to fill the gap that often scientists see when they go from discovery right through the translational process. So we have a project development fund, which is a proof of concept fund essentially. That can be used to leverage additional funding. So if you were looking at a Wellcome Trust Award, we can look to leverage that as well. We have cover patent costs. We also have seed funding available and impact medicine fund. So I'm around all day today, but if you have any questions, either contact myself or Natalie Dolman, who's also based in the Innovation Factory. So thank you very much.
And finally, before lunch, so I'd like to very briefly introduce you to the Innovation Factory. So the Innovation Factory, we are the University of Manchester's Technology Transfer Office. We sit slightly independently of the university, but we're a wholly owned subsidiary of the university. And we're here to commercialise your ideas, essentially. So we commercialise innovations, the IP that comes out of the university for positive economic and societal benefit. And sometimes we do get asked why. Why would I want to commercialise? We do live in a capitalist society, and the easiest answer is usually commercialisation is the best way to get your idea, your product out there and adopted. It's a lot harder if you don't commercialise. So we certainly encourage people to go down that route. There are lots of other good reasons, of course. Personally, from your point of view, it gets you wider recognition. There is actually an academic privilege that you can have a personal revenue share. And then there is commercial impacts, societal impacts, good impact on the UK, the worldwide economic impacts. And then, of course, from the university's perspective, it enhances the university's reputation, and it gives you the chance for, if you're looking for it, an entrepreneurial experience and different types of job opportunities. And for the university's reputation, one thing I'll just point out is sort of previously, and this has been alluded to already, that this is a chart of spin-outs from the university over the last 5 years or so. The purple is the Manchester bar, and you can see just in the last few years we've been much more successful at raising the number of spin-outs and enhancing our commercialisation activities. The other bars are Oxford, Cambridge, UCL and Imperial, who generally are among the best in the UK. And that's where we should be. We should be competing with them, and we are doing now. So what does the Innovation Factory do? Well, we commercialise the university's IP. So in a university setting, commercialisation is usually about capturing the innovations and identify what can be protected as intellectual property. The university needs to own that IP, which it doesn't always. That's something that we go into. Might be shared with other universities, with funders, all sorts of different complications can arise. And there are various forms of IP that we can protect. Patents is the obvious one that people think about, but we'd like to encourage you to think about there's code, there's data, there are assays, there are materials, and all of those are protectable and commercialisable forms of IP. And just to give you a flavour of what the Innovation Factory has done, sort of last year, just in the last column, we had 120 disclosures from different academics across the university. So that's 120 conversations about different commercialisable projects. We managed 10 spin-out companies last year, got to nearly £5 million of licensing income and £6 million of first investments into our spin-outs. What do we do and how can we help you? Well, we evaluate the IP, we do market research, we do help people with grant applications. There's always an awkward bit usually on there about IP in your grant application. Come and talk to us, basically. We do have some translational funding as well. So essentially, just come and talk to us. Who are we? This is who we are now. So we now have, in the life sciences side, we have a team of 8 project managers and 2 project managers in business development. At least 5 of us are here today. You can see we have Joe, Sam and Tansy, who we try to sort of specifically allocate to the different schools. And Martin's mentioned Natalie, who looks after cancer. But basically, please feel free to come and talk to any one of us at all at any time. And I'll just leave you with a list of the spin-outs that we've had in the last 3 years. Lots of different schools, different names that you might recognise there, and just a whole load of different types of commercial activity. Thank you.
Thank you, Duncan.